Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy, the handmade homeschooler, and today we're talking about spelling again. You guys absolutely loved the first video that I made. That was all about 10 ways to teach spelling that are kind of out of the norm, and this video is going to be a continuation, kind of like a part 2 to that video. So I'm really excited because there's so many different ways to teach spelling. Spelling doesn't have to be boring. I think a lot of parents and a lot of teachers kind of look at spelling as like this monotonous type of subject. However, there are tons of ways to teach spelling, and this is where your creativity as an educator can really shine. So before I do that, make sure that you check out the link down below in my description box where I have my free Facebook group for homeschooling parents, for new and old homeschooling parents. We would love for you to join our free Facebook group. It is absolutely free to you, and it's my favorite place to hang out on the internet. All right, let's check out these new 10 ways that I have. So the first one is honestly one of my favorites, and it is window writing. There are markers that are made just for glass. They're cheap. You can get them at Walmart or Amazon or something, and they will actually say that they are for windows or glass or mirrors, and you can use them to write on your windows, or you can use a glass storm door like I have, and you can actually have your kids write their spelling words on windows. So they can look outside and they can also write their spelling words at the same time. So it's kind of a win-win. And then when you're done and you clean the window, you're also doing cleaning at the same time. I mean, you can't lose. Number 2, pyramid spelling. All right, pyramid spelling is kind of like stair steps. So the first thing you're going to do is the top line, you're going to write one letter. The second line, you're going to write the first letter and the second letter. The third line, you're going to write 1, 2, and 3. The fourth line, 1, 2, 3, and 4, until the whole word is spelled out. This can be really complicated or really simple depending on how big your word is, but it's a really great way for kids to practice spelling because they're going to be practicing each letter one at a time. So it's going to look like a pyramid or stairs. If you look at it from the bottom, it's going to be going up. If you look at it from the top, it's going to be going down. So if it's cat, it'll be C, C-A, C-A-T. So the which one game is the third one on my list. And basically you're going to get 2 pieces of paper. Doesn't have to be a big piece of paper. You can cut it up and write the word correctly on one piece, write it incorrectly on the other piece, turn the papers over, mix them up, and turn them over to your child. Figure out, and it's up to them to figure out which one is spelled correctly. And you can do this multiple times with multiple different spellings. Mix it up, do more than 2, do 3, 4, or 5, depending on how old your child is. You can even do this on a piece of paper and write it out and say, okay, I have 5 spellings of this one word, and I want you to pick out the one that is spelled correctly. So this is one of my youngest child's favorite things to do, and it's using Microsoft Word. And I used to work in the printing industry before I was a full-time homeschooling parent. And one of the things that I have is a lot of fonts, but every computer comes with a set of fonts. So you have multiple fonts on your computer. And there are lots of places where you can go on the internet to go get free fonts. The only thing I will tell you, because I was in the industry for a while, and this is just a little tip, if you're gonna go get free fonts from someplace like defont.com, please make sure your antivirus is up to date. Just know that with free fonts, sometimes free font sites can give you really bad viruses. Just a tidbit. If you pay for them, a lot of times you can get them for like $1 or $2 on sites like Creative Fabrica and things like that. And that's where I got most of my fonts. You can get them really cheap. You don't have to pay high dollar for fonts. Now, one of the things that is really fun for kids to do with spelling is to use Microsoft Word with those fonts that are installed on your computer and have them spell out their spelling words with different fonts. So have them just use a different font for each spelling word, or write out the word several times using a different font each time. Be really creative with this. Don't be too rigid with it. Let them have fun. Okay, next, magazine letters. So this is really simple. Get a bunch of old magazines, lay them out in front of your kids, and say, I want you to make your spelling list, but with magazine letters. So have them go in with a piece of construction paper, several magazines, glue, and scissors and have them cut out the letters from the magazine that will make up their spelling words and have them put the letters in the correct order. Have them number 1 through 10 on a piece of construction paper and just have them put each word spelled out in magazine letters on the paper. Easy, and that can count as an art project too. So word scramble is another one that's super easy. You can either print or write out a word on construction paper and just kind of cut strips between each letter and mix them up and have your kids put them back in order together the right way. Super easy, super simple, but it's totally creative and kind of out of the box. And it's something that it's not a puzzle, but at the same time, it is kind of a puzzle because they're putting pieces together like that. So it's a hands-on activity that's also going to help them with their spelling words. Jump rope spelling. I love gross motor games with cognitive skills involved because you're hitting 2 different things at the same time. So go get a jump rope, and if your kids like to jump rope, this is perfect for them. During their outside time, play jump rope with them, and every time they jump, they start spelling a word. So you can call out a word and say, okay, I want you to spell stairs. And every time they jump, they say S-T-A-I, and they keep going until they get the entire word. You get the point. And then go to the next word. So super easy. Again, you just need a jump rope, and you can do this with anything. You can do that with hopscotch. You can do that with jumping jacks. You can do it with so many different things. It doesn't have to be jump rope. If you're not coordinated, if your kids just don't know how to do the jump rope yet, don't worry. There's plenty of things you can do. With younger kids, you can even do stomping instead of jump roping. Who remembers the Magnadoodle? Magnadoodles and Etch-a-Sketches are so fun for kids. I had a Magnadoodle for my kids, and it was such a fun thing to have, especially for preschoolers. Now, if you still have one laying around, go grab it and have them start writing their spelling words on Magnadoodles. A lot of them have attached pins with the little magnet tip so they can write their spelling words on them. If you want a bigger challenge, try doing it on an Etch-a-Sketch with your older kids. That one would be a little challenging even for me. Okay, so this one is really fun. I like to have bags of dried beans around for my classes, and of course there's a choking hazard type of thing going on here. If you have young kids, make sure that you supervise them, make sure they're old enough to have, small pieces where they can use them. Always supervise young kids with things like beans. But one of the things that I like to do is to take those little beans and have them make letters from them. So give them a pile of beans, give them a word, and have them shape the beans into the shape of a letter, and then have them do that for the entire word. It's going to take them a little while. It's going to use those gross motor skills for the younger kids, and it's going to give them a new way of spelling their words. This last one is really fun. Bag writing. All right, so not all of us like the messy stuff. I get it. I'm not a fan of the super messy things. So this is one of the ways you get around that. Go get a Ziploc bag and some paint, and usually like some boxing tape, like some clear tape, or even duct tape will work. You're going to take your Ziploc bag, you're going to squirt some paint inside of the bag, you're going to seal it up, make sure you get out all the air that you possibly can from that bag. And then you're going, once that is sealed with the actual seal on the bag, take your tape, put a piece of tape and fold it over the top so the entire seal has clear tape over it. And then you're going to just squish that paint up and kind of make like a little canvas from inside of the bag. And then you can put that bag down on the desk or wherever you need to, and they can use their fingers to write letters. It's really great for younger kids. I love that one for preschoolers all the way up to maybe even first, second grade, because the spelling lists are usually full of short words that they can spell pretty easily with a bag like that, and it's not going to be something that's going to create a huge mess. Now just be careful that they don't poke a hole in it, like don't give them a pencil and have them use that. Have them use their fingers, and don't do it over carpet. Alright guys, that is all I have for this video. I hope that it was helpful for you. I hope you guys got some good ideas from it. Let me know down below, what is your favorite way to teach spelling? I would love to hear how you guys do spelling in your house or in your classroom. Let me know. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day and happy homeschooling. See you next time.